Our project topic relates to the history of robotics and particular caretakers of robotics. The topic dates as far back as the 14th, 15th, and 16th century BC. The ancient Egyptians discovered higher powers living amongst them and would worship these powers, claiming they could control them and allow them to perform any given actions. Let me describe a brief timeline of robotics and how they evolved. Starting in the 1900s, remote control weapons were used in World War I. These weapons were based off of the work of Nikola Tesla, who had constructed an electrical boat that could be remotely controlled by radio. The term robot was first used in 1920 when a play was published to the public. Robots were described as manufactured biological beings that perform the tasks of all unpleasant or unwanted manual labor. In other words, robots were created to make human life easier, or in this case, cover up our laziness. The 1930s and 40s brought the earliest design of industrial robots into the United States. The new and improved robots of this era include joints such as shoulder and arm joints to perform movements that normal humans would: pulling, pushing, pressing, and lifting. The 1950s and 60s brought forth the usage of computers designed to sync with robots and the role of reflex learning linked to robotic intelligence. The first direct drive arm was created in the early 1980s, eliminating long transmissions. This led us to the 90s, where the most successful robot-assisted surgery appliances were created and used in hopes of bettering the medical technology of hospitals all across the world. An example of such divine innovation includes the CyberKnife. This robot is a radiosurgery system created to guide robotic positioning immediately during surgeries. The CyberKnife is well known for treating patients with brain or spinal tumors. Robots are created every day to help surgeons in surgery, but also helping patients by creating the robotic prosthetics or robotic chairs to help paralyzed move around easily. Not only were robotic inventions important for the medical field, but humans adapted to robotics and their servant-style jobs. As you can see, robots are evolving every day and have aided humans for centuries by performing human tasks that are no longer easy for us, making life easier one piece of technology at a time.
Robots are tightly intertwined in our society today, and it's having a huge impact on our relationships. Something that's available for purchase is the Pleo robot. Should we consider it a robot or a pet? Looking at Pleo, it acts exactly like a baby dinosaur. When it gets cold, it will get sick and it will starve and die if not properly fed. When Pleo gets sick, you will have to nurse it back to health, or it will die within days. Now let's look at caretaking robots. Paraseals are designed to give a positive psychological effect for people who interact with it. Paraseals are very popular among nursing homes since it can improve the mood and emotional well-being of the elderly. These robotic relationships have lessened a lot of stress on family members with dementia. Looking at Alexa, it is programmed to have a submissive personality. This submissive personality can make kids rude and forget common courtesies like saying please and thank you, because Alexa will complete whatever task that's given to her. Humans and robots have a weird dynamic on relationships. Only time will tell how much of an impact these robots will have.
So what will the future hold? I predict a world in which the relationship between humans and humanoid robots as caretakers will become increasingly important. With automated driving services such as the mentioned self-driving car, or even local robots traversing the world and coming to your home, delivering medical assistance or just someone to talk to, this will become increasingly popular and is a capability that can vary from the human robotic form as well, with the ability of robotic service dogs, delivering goods, helping with everyday tasks, or maybe even acting as a family pet, to VR, creating a simulation that supports patients suffering from mental illness. There are many possibilities, so don't be surprised in the future if you're able to hold a full conversation with someone who turns out to be a fully automated robot.
So how can I help you? Hi, I'm calling to book a women's haircut for a client. I'm looking for something on May 3rd. Sure, give me 1 second. Sure, what time are you looking for around? At 12 p.m. We do not have a 12 p.m. available. The closest we have to that is a 1:15.